Hey guys, Ashley here, also with H. Fan. I'm back today with another rant video. I know it's been a long time. Please be patient with me. Here I am. So, like I said in my commentary, I'm going to be making a rant video about The Summer I Turned Pretty. I finally watched the show after all the hype about it. I finally decided to watch it, and I really enjoyed the show. I know that season 3 probably won't be coming out until next year, which I feel like, why wait that long when it's only, you could just get it done. It's only 8 episodes, like, you would need to take a year to do that, but whatever, I don't run the show. So let's talk about it. We're going to talk about season 1 and 2, we're going to talk about the love triangle, we're going to talk about who I personally ship Billy with. So let's talk about it. So let's talk about, first I'm going to talk about the seasons. I really enjoyed season 1 a lot. I feel like season 1 did a great job introducing the characters, really introducing the love triangle and Billy's personal relationship with Jeremiah and Conrad. I personally don't care for Billy's brother. I do love her friendship with Taylor, but I don't care about Taylor and her brother. I think his name's Steven. I don't care about them being a thing. First of all, what I find weird about it is that, I think Billy graduated in season 2, or I could be mistaken. She was turning into a senior. I don't want to say isn't her brother older than Taylor, but I guess that opinion is really cross-sided because I think Billy was a senior in season 2. What a break. I gotta have the water, y'all. I got to have the water when I rant. So yeah, I don't care about Billy's brother at all. I don't care about Billy's mom. I think her mom is personally very annoying. So yeah, let's just get that out of the way. Things I don't care about. But yeah, I definitely think season 1 was just a really great season. Like, they structured it very well for 8 episodes. Very well. It's crazy. Euphoria has 8 episodes and they can't structure it right. But Summer I Turned Pretty can. Oh man, that's great. And the episodes are way shorter than Euphoria episodes. Euphoria, the episodes go zing-a-zang. But I really just love the one for Summer I Turned Pretty. I feel like they really introduced Billy very well. I like Billy. I don't have nothing against her. I don't have no real negative. Hold on, please. You know what? I'm going to say that when I get into the love triangle. Because when I talk about the love triangle, I'll talk about all 3 of them. So let's just say I really do like Billy. I really do. I have nothing really against her, nothing really that negative to say about her. I love, like I said, I love the storylines of season 1. I think the storylines were really great. I think they structured season 1 very well. Season 2, however, season 2 was a huge letdown. It was very, and when I say very, very underwhelming. They focused way too much on the house. I'm not even going to cap. They focused way too much on the house. And some of the episodes were really boring and very fillery. It's like, can you get back to the love triangle? Like, they forgot for the first 5 episodes, they completely forgot that a love triangle was happening until like episode 6, 7, 8. Like, they completely forgot about the love triangle. And then they were like, oh wait, we have a love triangle, guys, we gotta get back to it. And I'm just like, yeah. If I had to say what I really did like about season 2, like a couple of things, I did like the flashbacks. I thought the flashbacks were really good. That made season 2 interesting to me. Anything outside of the flashbacks, it was meh at best. But the love triangles were really, the flashbacks were really good. I really enjoyed the flashbacks. Billy choosing Jeremiah was a great choice and a really good way to end the finale of season 2. I am so happy that her and Conrad are done. I hope they keep that going in season 3. I am over her and Conrad and all of that. I am sick of it. What else did I enjoy in season 2? I liked the first episode. I think the first episode was good, and I thought episodes 6, 7, and 8 were good, but episode 2, 3, 4, 5, just very fillery episodes, just like too much focus on the house. I'm sorry. I thought season 2 was like really, man, like kind of boring. Like when someone said they feel like they changed the writers, I'm not sure if they did that, but to me it just felt like a whole different season. Like it just, I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like it was just, me personally, that focus on the house way too much really dragged the season down for me. Really dragged it down for me. I just didn't like that idea. I thought they could have went a different direction with that. A whole different direction. Like, did they need to hunt Conrad down just to find out that the house is being sold? That was lame. I feel like they could have hunt Conrad down because maybe he's going on a bender. I don't know, maybe he could have been on drugs, maybe alcohol. I feel like that would have been way more interesting. Or he's failing in college. I feel like that would have been way more interesting than, we gotta hunt him down because the house is being sold. Like, that was kind of, really? I understand that that's their childhood home. I get that. And you want to savor any of the memories that you have there. But to me, they went on that way too long. So, like I said, the best thing about season 2 was the flashback, continuing that love triangle between Billy Conrad and Jeremiah, and Billy choosing Jeremiah, and I don't care what anyone has to say about that. So, let's get to the love triangle. I think this has personally made one of my favorite love triangles, and I'm probably going to do a video about that because, I forgot the name of the channel, but they do videos on teen drama, and they had like a very interesting video about their favorite love triangle. I'm thinking like, hey, I should do that. I have favorite love triangles too. I might do a video about that. But they have personally made it in my like top 10. 10 is probably a lot, maybe top 5 love triangles. There's not a lot of TV shows I watch to even say a top 10. I don't even know why I said a top 10. But let's just say like a top 5 love triangle. They have really made it there. They have made it so hard, because what I like about this love triangle, unlike other love triangles, is that they're really giving the audience a decision on who Billy should be with. Jeremiah, Conrad or Jeremiah. Like, they're really giving you a shit war on who she would be better with, and I feel like personally she would be better with Jeremiah. So before I get into that of who I ship her with, let's get into the characters individually. Let me give my opinion on the characters, those 3 specifically. Let's talk about Billy. I really like Billy. I think she is very vibrant. I think she is very, she's very indecisive. I think she lives in her head way too much that she doesn't really come down to reality. And there's nothing wrong with having an imagination, but what I mean by that is like specifically her feelings for Conrad. I feel like what she felt for him the entire time was infatuation. I feel like she thought it's nothing wrong with having a crush and thinking what it would be like to be with that person, but I feel like she really thought what it would be like way too hard, that she didn't think about what it would be like to be with him for real. Like, I feel like when it started happening, I feel like she let the illusions get to her head. These illusions about Conrad. These illusions about who he is as a person, and her not really seeing who he really is. I feel like her, like I said, I feel like her infatuation really got to her head, and it made her deliver her head way too much for me. Way too much. But like I said, I feel like she apologized way too much for especially when it comes to Conrad. Like, she's always blaming herself for things that he needs to apologize for. Like, trying to apologize to him about overreacting at the funeral. Yeah, maybe the funeral wasn't a great time to be like that and be confrontational, but are you fucking kidding me? The entire time I've been trying to be there for you and get you to lean on me, you lean on another bitch, and I'm overreacting. I'm being over dramatic. Like, Conrad was really an asshole. He is a douchebag, and I can't believe he tried to make her apologize for that. Like, why is she apologizing? He's the one who messed up. Billy didn't. let me just calm down. Like I said, I really like Billy. I think she's very loyal. I think she's very fun. I think she's very compassionate. Like I said, I think she's just very indecisive, and she can let her imaginative thoughts get to her a little bit way too much, and it keeps her away from reality. And I feel like when it comes to Conrad, she acts like that, and I don't like that. So yeah, I don't really have nothing bad to say about Billy personally. So yeah, let's move on to Jeremiah. I personally really love Jeremiah as a character. I would probably say out of all three of them, he's my favorite. I really love Jeremiah. I think he's loyal. I think he is enthusiastic. I think he is fun. I think he is charismatic. He is so hot. He is so cute. I think the actor playing him is so fine. I just feel like he's the perfect match for Billy. I feel like whenever she is having a bad moment or whenever she needs somebody to lean on, Jeremiah is just always there. He's very compassionate, very open, very honest. Unlike Conrad, he's very honest. And I feel like if you need someone who's going to be there for you 24/7 and not deflect your feelings, I feel like it is Jeremiah. Like, he knows how to have fun. He's just very vibrant. Like, he's just like the sun in an unconceited way. Like, I feel like people vibe with him because he's just more approachable. So yeah, I really love Jeremiah, and when you need to hear the truth, he'll give it to your ass. He's not going to sugarcoat. He's going to tell you the way it is. Especially if you put him in a position where you make him look like a fool, he's going to give it to you. And Billy did make him look like a fool in season 1 by basically she fell for him, kissing up on him, and I'm not sure, because they alluded to it in season 1 if her and Jeremiah had sex or not, but then in season 2 her and Conrad had sex. So I'm just thinking, like, who the hell did Billy lose her virginity to? Jeremiah or Conrad? Because they were being very vague about that. But anyway, child, so yeah, I just like Jeremiah. I feel like out of all three of them, he's my personal favorite, so deal with it. Last but not least, Conrad. Where do I even begin with Conrad? Like, the actor that plays him, I think he's very sexy. I think he's cute. But him as a character, I cannot stand. I can't get with him. I can't get with Conrad. I feel like he's very selfish. I feel like he's very vain. I feel like it's always about him. He got a very bad attitude problem. He don't know how to communicate. He uses and abuses everybody, and then he likes to victimize himself like he's not the problem when he is the problem. He's always trying to make people apologize for his bad behavior and his bad choices. Like, I just can't vibe with Conrad. The whole 2 first seasons, he's done nothing to get me on his side. Absolutely nothing. He's done nothing to get me on his side. Nothing. He played with Billy's feelings. And then the moment that he realized that she was falling for Jeremiah, he confessed his feelings for her. But you had all this opportunity to say something. Oh, but now that your mama got cancer, you need her now when you want nothing to do with her the whole season. Like, to me, that's weird to me. That's weird. He knew that her and Jeremiah had something going on, and he waited the perfect moment to get Billy on his side. And I didn't like that. I didn't like how they both played Jeremiah. I didn't like how he wasn't straight up about his feelings with Billy to Jeremiah. If he would have just been honest from the jump, I don't think Jeremiah probably would have had kissed her in the pool. I don't think they would have kissed, because I feel like he would have made himself clear, like, hey, I'm feeling Billy. I just want to be like, I'm feeling her, man. So I just think it's best if we don't try to make this confusing and you trying to confess any of your feelings when we both know that she really feeling me. And I just feel like that's what pissed me off really about Billy in season 1, is that she really was kissing up on Jeremiah when she knew that she had unresolved feelings for Conrad. And she didn't wait 2 minutes. As soon as this dude confessed feelings, she just all up on him. I didn't like that. I thought it was it was a slap to the face to me, because I ship her and Jeremiah. I don't ship her and Conrad. I thought it was just a slap to the face to Jeremiah, because not only would he be a great boyfriend, but they had like this best friend thing about them that I really like. They can be playful, they can be cheerful, they know how to communicate, they know how to talk. But Conrad, I just can't get with him. I can't get with him. Like, I hope Billy is done with him. I really hope she is done with him, because season 2, if season 1 didn't give her a clarification that he's a jerk, I hope season 2 gives her the right clarification, because he's very wishy-washy. He don't know what the fuck he wants. One minute he wants Billy, next minute he don't want her. I cannot believe when he caught her and Jeremiah kissing on the car, he talked about, do you want Jeremiah? He talked about, did you do that to get my attention, or did you do that because you really like him? Like, can you believe this asshole? This whole season you wanted nothing to do with her. You didn't do anything to try to fix this or convince her that you wanna build this up again. But the moment that you see her kissing on Jeremiah, that she's about to go and make her decision, you want her now? That's what I'm talking about. He's trying to play the hunter thing. Just wait for his right moment to seek her in. And it's like, I'm not with that. Communicate. Talk to me. If you're not going to do that, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to wait for you if you're not giving me nothing to wait on. If you're not giving me anything to hold on for. He's not giving her nothing besides a damn necklace that don't mean shit. Fuck that infinity necklace. I'm so happy I really gave it back to him. It don't mean anything. It doesn't. That's what he said. No, keep it. No. Take this fucking necklace. It don't mean anything. Our love was never infinite. Infinite means endless. It was never endless. It was just, it's time to end this, is what it was. It would never work. They would never work. Her and Conrad would never work. Because he's not mature enough, and every time they get in a relationship, Billy thinks that she's the problem when he's the problem. He can't own up to any of his problems. And I'm tired of it. When he told her to stop chasing after me, be with Jeremiah, he's the one who wants you, I'm like, yes. Billy, stop chasing after him. Stop trying to fix him, whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do. Let Conrad be Conrad. And by that, let his ass be by himself, and you worry about Jeremiah. Worry about the person who wants you. Don't worry about the person who don't. Because that will never work. Never. So I hope in season 3 that she is done with Conrad, because I do not like them together. I don't like Conrad. They've done nothing to get me on his side. Absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, child, boo. So now that we talked about the love triangle and we have talked about them, we just have a love triangle. I talked about them individually. Let's talk about the love triangle and who I personally ship her with. I think this is a really great love triangle. Like I said, I think the writers done a great job on giving the audience a quick decision on who she should be with, who she has the more chemistry with, who does she have the better moments with. And me personally, if you ask me who I ship her with, it's with Jeremiah. I'm Team Jelly all the way. When I first watched it, I'm like, I'm just feeling her and Jeremiah more. I'm not really understanding what it is about Conrad besides infatuation. Like, I just feel like all it was just infatuation, and that just because they've known each other for so long, that they should be together. And I feel like, I need more than that. I understand that a lot of her flashbacks are with Conrad, and I think people need to understand is that that's because she's always had a thing for Conrad. The reason why there aren't no flashbacks for her and Jeremiah is because she never saw Jeremiah that way when they were kids, until he kissed her in season 1, and she was like, okay, I'm kind of feeling him. I am feeling something here, but I really want Conrad. I do think her and Jeremiah had the superior chemistry. They have the superior moments, and they're just more pure together. It's just more passion and love and consideration there. With her and Conrad, it's drama, and I don't have time for that. That frustrates the hell out of me. I don't have time for it. I'm not saying they don't have cute moments, because I think in season 2, I would say I did like the scene at the beach when it was snowing and they had their first time. I do think that scene was cute. But to me personally, I just don't think her and Conrad have any chemistry. I don't think the two actors have any chemistry to me. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe other people feel it, but me personally, whenever I see them together, I'm thinking like something is missing here. I'm not really feeling the chemistry. I'm not feeling it. When her and Jeremiah look at each other, they're always laughing, they're always smiling, they're gazing into each other's eyes. With her and Conrad, I don't get that. I don't get that feeling. I don't get that chemistry feeling. I think the reason why there was always flashbacks between her and Conrad was because it was always about him. It was never really about Jeremiah, really, until they kicked in season 1 and then season 2. So when I hear a lot of people on Reddit or the two girls on previously on Teen Drama say, I need to see more with her and Jeremiah. They need to see more flashbacks. It's like you're not going to get flashbacks because it was never about him in the beginning. It was about Conrad. That's why you saw so many flashbacks with him in season 1 and season 2, because she had a thing for Conrad when she was a child, and her and Conrad were in a relationship in season 2. Her and Jeremiah were not talking because he let her ass have it. He blatantly used him, and I think so too. Because as soon as Conrad confessed feelings for her, she went jumping on his dick, and I feel like that's just fucked up. Like, you gonna kiss him and be with him before even telling Jeremiah what's up? Like, to me, that was fucked up, and I wasn't fucking with Billy for doing that. To me, that was just the ultimate fucked up move, and I wasn't fucking with it. So I think people who keep saying they need to see more of Jeremiah, I'm having a hard time understanding what that means. What do you mean to see more of her and Jeremiah? It was never about him. I'll say it again. It was never about Jeremiah until they kissed in season 1, and she was starting to feel him. And then in season 2, when things were going wishy-washy with Conrad, and she was not really, they weren't really talking that much in season 2. Her and Jeremiah were building something up. It was always flashbacks with Conrad. I had to talk slow to get people to understand. It was always flashbacks between her and Conrad because she was always feeling on Conrad. She's always had feelings for Conrad. That's why you were seeing more flashbacks with them. Duh. So come on. I just feel like even when they were showing us flashbacks of her and Conrad, the relationship season 2, I still wasn't feeling the chemistry there. Me personally, I just ship her and Jeremiah more. I think they have the better chemistry. I think they understand each other a lot more. I don't think Conrad understands Billy at all because he's just too damn selfish. He's too selfish, he's too impulsive, and he don't know what he wants. And he's so indecisive. He has no fucking idea what he wants. He wants Billy today, he don't want her tomorrow. He wants Billy today, he don't want her tomorrow. I'm tired of that. Billy deserves to be with somebody who's gonna want her today, tomorrow, the next week, the next month, the next year, period. Not someone who's I want you today, but I don't want you tomorrow. No. I'm happy that she finally slipped on her 2 feet and told Conrad that we need to end this. It's not working, and I'll never keep chasing after you to get you to change. You need to do whatever the fuck you need to do. Go to therapy, something, because Conrad is not working. So that's just how I feel. So those are my thoughts on the whole show. I can't wait for season 3. I really hope they don't fumble on her and Jeremiah, because I found out that in the book her and Conrad are endgame, and I'm really hoping that they can change that, because to me, if her and Conrad become endgame, this whole love triangle has been pointless, and her and Jeremiah getting together will be very pointless. So I hope they just realize that her and Jeremiah are just a superior pairing, and we could just move on from her and Conrad. That's just scoot that to the side, focus on her and Jeremiah. Because the one thing I don't want to see is them drag this love triangle out when we clearly already know who she needs to be with, and that's Jeremiah. It's the same problem they did in their Vampire Diaries. They dragged that love triangle out until season 4. And it was like, are we still talking about a decision here? Elena, pick somebody already. Pick someone. Confess your feelings to somebody you really like, and let's just move on from this. The same thing too with Billy. I hope that her choosing Jeremiah was what she really is the right decision. I hope in her mind that she believes this is the right decision. I hope that they know it's fucking indecisive move and her feeling like, oh, maybe I still love Conrad. Because if that happens, I'm done with it. I'm done with the love triangle. In season 3, if they do that, at that point, I don't even care. I'm probably lying. because I still want her to be with Jeremiah. Because if she ends with Conrad, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be so pissed. There will be endless rants about it. So that's how I feel. I feel like her and Jeremiah are the superior couple. I think that Jeremiah, to me, is my favorite character. I feel like he's had the best development out of the three. And that's how I feel. I think season 2 was very boring. Outside of the flashback and Billy choosing Jeremiah, that season was really a bore. And I do think season 1 was just a superior season, in my opinion. So, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you think. See you guys next time in my What You Hear rants I have coming up. Goodbye.